In my hand today, everybody, are the keys to the 2021 BMW R9T. Thankfully, BMW of Southeast Michigan, they're having an R18 day, which is like a giant festival of the R18 festival. You know, they've got a few of the models out, letting people ride them. I came on down to support them and was able to get the keys to this beautiful bike. This is the first time I've ridden a R9 that wasn't the racer. And the T denotes that this is like the fancier, the top of the line one. So it's got the nice new suspension, front and rear. And this also has like the option 718. I think it's 718? 718, which is this stunning brushed aluminum tank and the seat cowl. This bike looks great. No chain, right? Normal BMW. The airheads, of course, are extremely wide. And overall, everything has like a really nice fit and finish. Acropovic exhaust on the rear. I think they're just capped back, but I think that's totally okay. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the R9T and the first impressions right now. So like BMW is like on the other side of those trees. So I've only ridden this for about maybe a minute and a half. So this is going to be my first impression ride on the BMW R9T. So first up, let's get on it and let's start this girl up. Seat height, I think is relatively low, like 31 inches. I'm like 5'9", 5'10", 190 pounds. I can flat foot both sides, super easy. Key is great. Let's see, let's put it in there. Neutral. Ooh, did you see the shake? Let's do it again. Check the shake. Oh, this sounds great. All right, I'm gonna go grab my gloves and then we are gonna go for a little ride.
For 2021, BMW updated their entire range of BMW R9 Heritage motorcycles, and it all started in 2013 when BMW took a big step for their 90th birthday with a brand new model in their lineup. An evolution from the big boxer engine roadsters of the past, but with much more of a focus on the sportiness. Now let's talk about the design, right? While the R9T and the R9 Pure look almost identical, the hefty 46mm upside down fork supplied on the R9T really makes this bike stand out in my mind, right? There was a certain amount of girth really missing from the front of the R9 Pure that was really missing, making the bike a bit unbalanced for my taste. Right, so the inverted 46mm forks come with an adjustable preload and damping valves. Plus, the central spring strut out back comes with a hand wheel adjustable preload, as well as a rebound dampening adjuster and a travel-dependent damping feature. Components at both ends come with 4.7 inches of travel, and that should be plenty for riding in civilized area. In addition to the lovely forks, the R9T is a designer's wet dream, right? The bike is as simple as it can be, no fairings to deal with, and a beautiful tubular frame. And while the black frame on the R9T option 719 aluminum I rode was fine, the red frame on the R9T option 719 matte black is the winner for me. And if I were to buy one of these bikes tomorrow, and trust me, I'd be tempted, I'd definitely go with the night black version. Like a lot of the naked motorcycles out there on the market, the engine is used as a stress member to add rigidity to the bike, right? There's a single front frame section and a 3-part rear frame. The laced wheels also add a classic touch with a high-speed Z-rated rubbers and 120/70 ahead and 180/55 in the rear. And you can also get the sports wheel instead of the lace wheels, but honestly, they look really cheap, and I don't know why anyone would want to do that. I'm going to throw a photo up on this laced wheels now and the sport wheels. So I'm glad we all agree. Now let's talk about this performance. For the engine, there's a lot to say. First off, this bitch is fast. Like, not like my Panigale V2 fast, but like it scoots, it shakes, and it makes some damn fun noises in the process. The Boxer Twin fits quite well on this bike, and it would be a shame if they ever put a different engine into the frame. And I'm talking about this lackluster inline 2-cylinder that BMW runs in the F900R. Complete garbage of an engine. The Boxer was the way to go. Right, the large central case in a post-twin configuration has always been what made BMW kind of cooler than the rest. And this year BMW improved the aesthetics a bit more with redesigned heads, valve covers, and throttle bodies. The 1170cc engine has a 101mm bore and a 73mm stroke, making it quite oversquare. Now, new segment, here's a quick knowledge transfer, right? Oversquare means an engine has a cylinder bore that is larger than its stroke. So an oversquare engine has the ability to spin faster because the shorter amount of ring travel reduces friction in the engine and will generally provide for higher engine speeds. Now back to performance. Power output is claimed at 109 horsepower at 7,250 RPMs with 85.5 pound-feet of torque at 6,000 RPMs. And if you're thinking that's one pony less than last year, you'd be correct. But this loss is the price to pay to make the model year 21 engine meet the Euro 5 emission requirements. The standard dual flow exhaust system from Akrapovic delivers a rich and a quality sound that makes sense for this BMW Roadster, right? It's not loud, it's not going to shake the ground, but it's definitely a quality noise. While the engine is primarily an air-cooled engine with newly redesigned cooling fins to deal with some of the waste heat, but it also rocks an oil cooler that takes care of the rest for a double thermal protection overall and targeted protection for the engine's very lifeblood. Right? Dual overhead cams actuate the poppets and redesigned 4-valve heads with a 39mm intake valve diameter and a 33mm exhaust. A hydraulically actuated clutch couples engine power to the 6-speed transmission with a shaft-type final drive and a drive ratio that turns out a top speed that's governed at 125 miles per hour. I want to chat about the shaft and transmission because it was the only thing on this bike that I was not 100% happy with. I felt at times the bike was sloppy and missed the shift, but paired with the shaft, it made the entire bike for a second a bit uneasy. And it's hard for me to explain and I should be better at it, but for a brief second while it's trying to find the gear in the transmission and the shaft is starting to re-engage when you let out the clutch, the bike shudders a bit. It's not a great feeling, but when I slowed down my shifting and really pulled or pushed the shift lever, I felt it clunk into place. And that was the problem, and the problem went away at that point, right? I was expecting a bit more of a sporty transmission for the bike, honestly, especially paired with 109 horsepower. As for the new electronics package, it bundles traction control with a pair of variable power delivery ride modes as part of the stock equipment and offers the ride modes Pro in an optional equipment list. The steering head establishes a 26.8 degree rake angle with a 4.3 inches of trail to make it relatively eager in the corners, though you can forget about dragging a knee around a bend because half the bike would basically hit before you could ever get a knee down. That being said, this bike holds its 487 pounds surprisingly well, and I was very comfortable on it almost immediately. Now to slow this 487 pound bike down, you've got a pair of 320mm disc and 4 piston Brembos up front, and a twin piston caliper and a 265mm disc in the rear. BMW moved its ABS Pro and dynamic brake control features out of the optional equipment list and onto the stock package for a super safe double layer of protection. And the dynamic brake control works through a throttle modulation, so not only are these two separate systems, they work entirely independently from each other to help you safely brake. While I've covered most features already talking about the engine and performance, some additional things to talk about, right? The R9T comes with LED lights all around, including headlight, daytime running lights. And it's something great to see on a bike is an adaptive cornering light, which is obviously something I couldn't use because I was riding in the middle of the day. But the headlight follows your path as you ride around a turn to always keep what's ahead of you illuminated. In addition, the new dual head instruments show the speedometer on the left and the rev counter on the right. Super clean, very easy to use while riding. I'm glad they kept this and not a TFT display. I think this obviously fits the vibe of the bike so much more. Now, as for colors and price, right? For 2021, the BMW R9T comes in a few different colors. The base black storm metallic is the cheapest option at $16,440. The option 719 aluminum matte is $17,440. The option 719 mineral white is $17,490. And the best color of them all is the option 719 night black matte, which is $17,540. After playing around with the customizer for a while, I figured out what my ideal build would be, right? So it would be obviously the option 719 black with the 719 billet pack in shadow black, which is just aluminum everywhere. The select package, which adds heated grips, cruise control, and a USB plug. And the option 719 classic wheel, right? This brings the total price to $20,215. And while it's expensive, it's also one of the best looking motorcycles on the road. And I know you can argue that whichever way you want, but it's my video and I'm going to say it. Now to wrap things up a bit, here's a list of things that I don't like about this bike. The gearbox is not quite sloppy, but it's not as precise as I would like it to be, especially coming from BMW. It's really the only thing that I don't like about this bike. And in addition, why is everything called Option 719? Right? I understand that Option 719 refers to a line of parts made by BMW's custom department, but it's really confusing with 3 out of 4 paint options available are called Option 719. And here's a list of the things that I do like. Right? The rumble of the Boxer engine makes the ride really special. It has loads of characters that you really just can't get on an inline twin or an inline 4-cylinder engine. And in addition, it's got style for days. Brushed aluminum tank, big Boxer engine, the R9T has taken its heritage and really brought it into the 21st century without losing any of its soul. Now to wrap this up with final thoughts. While it's expensive, the sporty Roadster is one hell of a motorcycle, right? Great engine, wonderful sound, attention to detail is phenomenal across the entire motorcycle. It's truly spectacular. The only slight downside is the transmission and the price. And while it's a lot of motorcycle for 16 grand, there's a lot of competition out in the market right now. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I want to give a special thanks out to BMW of Southeast Michigan one more time. Without them, this video would not be possible. I'm going to throw their link down below. If you need anything BMW in the Michigan or the Midwest area, give them a call. Tell them Joey sent you. Now, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, write a comment, do all of those things those YouTubers usually ask you to do. Now, go out there and ride safe. Bye, y'all.